What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. We are here with the treasure map against Orochi Kanjuro, or technically it's Lucci and Kaku is the final boss. But honestly, I was a little concerned heading into this event, mainly just because the sheer amount of gimmicks that this intrusion boss just deals and gives to you. And I was a little concerned that it was going to be difficult to deal with. However, luckily, the treasure map legend this month in Stussy kind of handles most of the stuff for you and makes things very, very easy. So as long as you are utilizing a friend Captain Stussy, and personally I have found that not to be an issue. There are plenty of people that did end up pulling for this Stussy because, surprise, when you release a good character, people will want to pull for it. And this time around, it definitely makes it a lot easier. So this is my team that I am using. We talked about it a little bit in my team preparation video that I talked about a couple of days ago. And Crocodile and Stussy have fantastic synergy together as they both boost driven and cerebral characters. So you can kind of run a lot of different units here that are both cerebral and driven, providing lots of buffs to the crew. The free-to-play Vegapunk is also a really good character in this event as well, as a lot of people forget that he does have a really good crewmate ability that makes bomb slots beneficial to the crew. So the bomb slots that are given to you throughout this event, as long as you got Vegapunk, they're going to be treated as matching, which is fantastic. Of course, I got lucky and did get the Pacifista treasure map rare recruit, which definitely helps in this event as well with tanking death hits on that final stage. The free-to-play Orochi and Kanjuro character removing damage threshold as well is also really, really strong. And then, of course, we have the Blackbeard, which enables us to remove the bind on stage 2. But another really good thing as well is that Crocodile himself, he actually not only has good synergy with Stussy, but his abilities are very good for this event as well, giving you attack boost, chain boundary, and also with his superclass special, potentially in other events, to get around the bomb slots, get around the block slots, which is really powerful. The first of the Battle Rush bosses versus S-Bear is very, very easy. As long as you have the Zoro character from the Grand Feast Sugo Fest, the free character that everyone would have been able to get a hold of, he kind of carries this entire boss fight. He's built for this. Basically, you are going to hit him with a Wano slot, which Zoro generates for himself, and then his end of turn damage will kill S-Bear, and I'm pretty sure his HP will be a flat 500,000 damage. One thing that you can do as well is that if you activate Zoro's superclass special, it will give him additional stats that will make his end of turn damage do even more damage. So if you do find that your end of turn damage is just short of killing, I would advise to build a team to trigger that super type, or super class should I say. Another thing, have a really good stat boosting support on your Zoro just to ensure that that damage will get the knockout. The thing is, if you do miss the treasure bird in the map, it will make Zoro's damage weaker, so do keep that in mind as well. The second Battle Rush boss versus S-Shark, we talked about this one in my preparation video and then just talking about it a little bit in my own team video, where we do have this really good support on Momonosuke, which is the Raizo, and his ability removes 3 turns of burn, as well as giving everyone 1.5 times attack and orb boosts on the final stage. So it's just a really good support in general, just providing damage and removing 3 turns of burn. This team doesn't really need to remove the burn, considering the fact that the burn only does 8,000 damage per tap. So you're going to have plenty of HP to play around with. And then by using Bon Clay to transform him not only to a Dex type to get super effective damage, but you do notice that the S-Shark has a weakness to Cerebral class. So if you transform Bon Clay to Dex Cerebral, he's going to do like absurd amounts of damage. And of course the key supports here to remove the paralysis and the ship as well, which removes 1 turn of paralysis, all play part to get around all the gimmicks in this quest. Moving on to the third Battle Rush boss versus the S-Snake fight. We're going to be using double Gear 5 Luffy just because we can bypass the defensive effects, don't have to remove the damage immunity or the damage threshold, and by using some of the characters on the team, we can trigger that EX Super, which is very vital. The free-to-play Robin with the support of the Arena Frenosuke will remove all the turns of attack down, and because the enemy doesn't have an immunity buff, we actually do trigger the defense down conditional boost from that Robin as well, which is fantastic. We also have the Odin support on Momonosuke to grant our slasher characters a 1.5 times color affinity boost, so Law, Zoro, and also Momonosuke will receive that buff. And then we have Law on the team because he has a cooldown reduction potential ability, and when we use his special, it's going to trigger the Akainu support, which is going to give strength characters 1.5 times attack. And we're basically doing this because the Luffy special isn't always going to be ready to go, so this is going to give us enough damage to kill this boss for the foreseeable future. The final of the Battle Rush boss is going to be versus S-Hawk, and look, you could probably create a faster team than what I have here, but being able to utilize Nami and Karina is pretty nice actually to get the additional dupe drops. I've already dupe dropped multiple really powerful tablets. Like one of my first runs, I got a Fear tablet from the special encounter boss, and then I actually duped it twice at the end, which was pretty powerful. So, you know, you can do some pretty cool stuff with this one, but we're basically utilizing the Lucci. Now, Lucci is not a boosted character in this event, but he removes 6 turns of special bind and grants us a really good chain boundary. And then we're utilizing the switch effect of Nami and Karina on both sides to grant at least 4 characters on our crew G slots, which will get through the slot attack down that the S-Hawk has. And then with the special ability of Nami and Karina, the Kuzan, we're able to get all our specials ready to go. We'll have attack boost, or boost color affinity via a support, and it actually provides us with more than enough damage to kill S-Hawk. And I don't think this team is going to need a change in terms of providing more damage. This is a pretty solid team, gets the job done, and we get additional dupe drops as well. And then the final boss versus the Lucci and Kaku. Considering how easy the intrusion boss was, I was concerned heading into the final boss, like, you know, maybe I missed something because, I don't know, it shouldn't have been that easy. But no, it ends up just actually straight up just being that easy because of all the characters that we have. And with this team this time around, we are going to be using the Moby Dick ship because we actually want to trigger the Crocodile Superclass special. Now, of course, you can have characters on your crew to trigger that, but he also has the secondary condition where it will also trigger if you're below 50%. And because there's no real like drawback to having low HP in the Lucci Kaku fight, we end up just using Moby Dick because it enables us to use Crocodile Superclass Special to remove the block slots on stage 2. Crocodile Special is perfect for this stage because it gets around the block slots with the Superclass Special, and it also gets around the paralysis with his base special, and then the special also provides you with attack boost, chain boundary, which is just phenomenal, grants you a lot of damage. Kara and Wanda are fantastic as well for reversing cooldowns on not only this stage, but we're going to use their special again on the final boss stage for the special reverse mechanics, which is really powerful. And then of course when we get to the final boss stage, we can just launch the rest of our specials. We're going to have the Pacifista for granting us an orb boosting effect, and he also removes Despair, which is really strong. And then we have the Stussy for the double stacking conditional boosts, and that super type is really good. The super type also poisons the enemy, which gives us a conditional boost with Pacifista. And then Stussy herself also grants a delayed conditional, and then her super type also granting double stacking conditional boost works out really well. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your treasure map grinding. Hope it all goes well, and good luck on your tickets. Hopefully you get some cool characters out of them. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. On that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.